What's up, crypto legends? In this episode, we're going through the dollar index. I'm going to explain how this is showing a sign of strength and could continue to the upside. Of course, this will not be good for the markets and Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to share with pure technical analysis so you can understand here how there is a very likelihood that we are going to continue to the upside in the next coming days and weeks for the dollar index. We'll be analyzing the Bitcoin price, of course. Now, we are holding by a thread this lower high resistance trend line. We're currently beneath that major level of support that we mentioned yesterday. I'm still on the sidelines, really not interested in getting into a long position currently. I will be explaining what we want to see here for a sign of strength and realize that, okay, after that scenario, we just have high probability that $65,000 is going to be hit and even $67,000. Okay, I will be explaining in detail what we need to see to realize that the bulls are back in control here after this move to the downside. We'll be also taking a look at the liquidity and some news that is going on during the last few days. For all of those people that are interested in trading, we have Bluffing. That is a no KYC platform. You got an insane deposit bonus. Just want to let you know, for all of those people that want to do copy trading, I have extended the slots, okay, to 500 to see if we can get some more people joining in here copy trading. Just a good news for all of those people that have sent me the DMs. Hey, is it possible to extend the slots? And yes, I spoke to Bluffing. They are extending it to 500 slots. Okay, let's go right away here through the technical analysis on the dollar index, and I'm going to keep it very simple here on the daily chart. All right, just keeping it very simple for the viewer to understand that the dollar index did break this major lower high resistance trend line. Right, we're keeping it simple here with the basics. We've broken the trend line to the downside here. The downtrend has been broken. Now, I was quite bullish on the dollar index here many months ago, back in late 2023, realizing that we did here in September, October, break the lower high, okay, resistance trend line from this downtrend, creating a higher higher, confirmed higher high, and the probabilities in creating a higher low here back in December was very, very likely. Now, of course, the confirmation of the dollar index to be even more bullish was getting above this point of control that did act as a very strong resistance with the lower high resistance trend line. We did get a small little pullback, but we successfully broke it here in March. Now, this is still looking quite bullish. My target zone for the dollar index for the next coming weeks is going to be these highs from October, which is sitting at the 106.7 level. Now, we are still quite far away from that range, but the trend is quite bullish on the dollar index. We did get a major drop just a few days ago when we zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame to this resistance zone. And I'm still sticking to say, hey, this is a resistance that is just flipping into support. We're likely going to get a bounce, and the bounce is happening right now. As we are hitting this zone of support, we want to see a bit of choppiness in the next coming days, in between today and tomorrow. If we do get that choppiness, then yes, we do have the chance of the dollar index in topping out here and getting a reversal. Of course, that would be very good for Bitcoin in the short term to get this major bounce to see if we are going to go to $65,000 and even $67,000. For the moment, if we are going to be breaking through here this major level of resistance, then of course we're coming back up to test the highs from April and even the highs from October of 2023. That is overall my target zone. Even though we do get a pullback here in the next coming days, it's just very likely that this uptrend is going to continue. The trend is bullish for the dollar index, and we cannot deny that. The charts are saying that this is bullish, so we cannot go against it. Now, of course, short term, yeah, no doubt that this could reject from this point. If we are consolidating here at this support resistance flip, we could get another pullback here in a kind of a large ABC scenario. It's very, very possible, and this could give the price of Bitcoin a major bounce. Now, I'm going to focus on the Bitcoin price on the mid-low time frames. I mean, this is the 1-hourly time frame. And yes, this is very much a crucial zone. We were talking about here the lower high resistance yesterday, okay, turning into support. We are currently creating a bit of choppiness at that range. Let's zoom in on the lower time frames and go straight into the scenarios, because what we want to see here is a potential higher low. You might think, oh my goodness, this right over here is just extremely bullish. This is very corrective and this is very impulsive. So we would be expecting the price to possibly bottom out somewhere inside of this range. We did drop beneath the naked point of control that was mentioned on yesterday's video update. We did get one quick bounce, and this bounce was almost $1,000 as we were hitting that $61,700 to $800 range here. This was midday yesterday. Look at the bounce that we did get from that naked point of control at $61,700 range, where we do have that high volume node on the chart. So the bounce did happen. I was still not confident on yesterday's live stream, saying, look guys, I would want to see this low claimed again, and if we do create a swing failure pattern, then yeah, possibly we can look for a bullish scenario. But we did break through here very nicely, and we did get resistance from that high volume node just today. Look at the pullback that we got here of over $500 from this level of resistance, that point of control from Friday the 3rd of May. We need to see a lot of things for me here to become bullish. This is still a downtrend, like I mentioned yesterday. It's going to be very, very hard. This is definitely a crucial zone because we could be on the verge of going to much lower levels. We do have a bunch of liquidity sitting still at this range. When we do take a look at the lower time frame liquidity area, we can see that there's over 500 million in long liquidation still at $60,300 to $400 range. So when we take a look at the lower time frame here from the week on the liquidity heat map, we haven't got much liquidity in short liquidations at $62,000 and $63,000. There is slightly more at the very low $60,000 range, and this is telling me that we could be sweeping up that liquidity. We could be seeing slightly lower levels. Of course, on the higher time frame, there is much more liquidity at $65,000 range and $67,000 area. There's not that much when we compare it on the higher time frame at $56,000, $57,000. So something is telling me that we could be going down here and finding a local bottom somewhere around about $59,000 and $60,000 range on the higher time frame. If we are going to get that drop, legends, I need to see the price stopping, maintaining as support this range and getting very, very choppy. We could be seeing the lows here from April also maintaining as a back test, right? So if we do zoom out on the 30-minute time frame and we analyze those lows that were created in April, no doubt that this area with the April and March lows, this is the blue horizontal line right there, it could get choppy. We could be speculating, hey, maybe this is going to hit the 618 Fibonacci, the 78 Fibonacci, and we're going to form a wave 2 here on Elliott wave theory, and then we're going to get a huge, massive blast off in the next coming weeks. It's still very soon, guys. We want to see that choppiness. I want to see the price action coming down here to this zone, maintaining as support and getting that consolidation. Then we can speculate, hey, the bears are losing steam here and we could get a massive reversal. Now, what happens if the price bounces from this area, right? Because you might think, I am long, I am bullish, this is going to reverse at some point. We are forming a descending wedge structure right over here, and I'm expecting the price to maintain this as support. We are beneath crucial level of resistance, that naked point of control. We are in a downtrend. We do not know if this downtrend is going to finish. I would need to see the price of Bitcoin, and like I said yesterday, I don't mind entering into a long position late, right? I just need that confirmation to believe that the price is going to start hitting $64,000 and $65,000, and I don't mind getting into a nice, beautiful $1,000 pump right there, but this will be a confirmation for the reversal. If the price starts getting above the naked point of control here, which is no longer naked at 61,700, I would speculate that yes, maybe we could see some day trade and scalping setups to see if the price can gain some momentum to the upside. But the level that I need the confirmation is that value area low from the last few days of this range and claim that weekly level that was providing very strong support here a few days ago and strong resistance. We reclaim this level. It is going to be looking very, very good for the price to get that continuation to the upside, start hitting the value area high. And if we do break through, obviously then we'll be getting above 65,500, where we do have billions of dollars of short liquidations already. It's still a little bit soon. No doubt that the price is, not moving down very impulsively. So it does look very corrective, and it does look like it does have a chance here to get a major bounce. However, I want to see confirmation. If not, we're just following the downtrend. We're still continuing down until we not claim this zone over here. I will not be getting into some day trade and scalp long positions. Okay, I'm going to remain here a little bit bearish still, as we are in a downtrend. And I do think that the price, as it is beneath major levels of resistance, such as the value area low of the entire trading zone here that we had in between March and April, we are beneath the level. We are beneath the value area low of the trading range that we formed the last few days. And till we do not reclaim these levels that I mentioned, I will not flip bullish on the short time frame. Not much more has to be said. If we start dropping here from this area, like I said, I want to see here the price stopping in between $59,000 and $60,000 range. We form a little bit of a consolidation. Then I could flip quite bullish here, expecting a major reversal on the price action of Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at some interesting news that is going on. We have the former president Donald Trump says he'll stop the hostility towards crypto in the US and embrace it. Now we've known that the US has been really negative and really against crypto and Bitcoin, right? During the last few years, a lot of regulations going on. So if he is going to be elected and he is going to become president, possibly it is going to be very, very bullish for the US and bullish for crypto, right? Update here on the ETF inflows, which is pretty flat. Yesterday, we had 0 inflows on most of the Bitcoin ETF, except for Bitwise that had a $12 million inflow. I'm curious about this. Why are we dipping and they are not buying the dip? This is something that is very disturbing. There was more inflows when Bitcoin was at $70,000. And now that we are at the low $60,000, we have 0 inflows on most of them. There's something here that is definitely disturbing. Just in, we have the US bank has $12 million in Bitcoin ETFs per sec filling today. This is obviously not a huge amount, but overall we are seeing a few banks embracing the Bitcoin ETF. Guys, this is going to be it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I will be doing a live stream later on. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you in the next one.